We shall now learn how to use the Brain Profiler program and application. All you need to do is type brainprofiler.com and reach this page here. Then you can register. After you register, you log in. Once you sign in, you reach the basic page of patient list. Initially you won't have any patients, but then you can add a patient, and this is how the patient information looks like once it is ready. You can always enter to edit the patient information. So now here you can see the patient information, first name, last name, gender, and so on. Now what is really important and critical, do not put identification information of the patient at this stage. So you can actually keep the confidentiality of the patient by entering a code instead of a name. You can use initials and one number or two numbers from the ID, and you have to generate a chart of codes that you'll keep in your private clinic for security, and on this platform there will be no identifying information. So this is how security will be kept on this program initially. One important thing to do is you have to enter contact information with the patient, because this platform will also collect information from the complaints of the patient and put them on this program. So you have to give a phone number of the patient and give him a specific password, and he will use this password in order to download the smartphone and iPhone application. Once you have concluded the patient registration, you move to the assessment of the patient. This page, patient's page for assessment, is where you will put your clinical assessment every time you see the patient. As you can see, it is built from a graph and a set of cursors. The graph is actually a graph of the spectrum of psychiatric phenomenology, going from psychosis, negative signs, anxiety, reactive anxiety, mania, depression, higher and lower levels of personality organization. This will be different severity of personality disorders. Now, in order to rate the patient, all you need to do is move this cursor. For example, let's assume the patient is depressed. If he's mildly depressed, you move the cursor to mild or moderate. And as you will see, while you do these changes, you will see that the graph here changes accordingly. This will be mild depression and moderate depression. And for example, the patient is also mildly anxious, then the graph expresses these manifestation and profiling of the clinical phenomenology of the patient. Now, in order to increase reliability, let's assume that you're not sure which are the signs and symptoms for rating depression. All you need to do is press on depression, and you will have the criteria here: mild, you can scroll down, moderate, you can scroll down, and as you can see, it is based on criteria from Hamilton, PANSS, and other consensual scales, and marked, and so on. Okay, if it is mania, you can get the same criteria for manic, mild, moderate, and marked. Okay, now once you have rated the patient, as you can see, he's moderately depressed and mildly anxious, you press next button, and here you get a report. Now notice that in this report, the underlying titles have changed. Now they are not anymore related to psychiatric phenomenology. They are now translating this phenomenology into brain disturbance. So, for example, anxiety will be related to disturbance of constraint frustration between networks in the brain, and depression will be disturbance of plasticity, atrophy, and the optimization. Psychosis, for example, will be disconnection syndrome. Negative symptoms will be overconnection syndrome, and so on. So you have a graph of the brain profile, brain disturbance profile of the patient. Now, in order to get in-depth information, you can actually assess the computational psychiatry plasticity diagnosis of the patient, the specific profile of this patient, explanation of computational psychiatry diagnosis of the patient, and PubMed reference for the papers that will be published related to the disturbance of the brain of this patient. So by pressing on computational psychiatry, you get computational psychiatry diagnosis, and here you can have a more detailed information describing the disturbance of the patient. PubMed will send you to links related to the disturbance of the brain of the patient. Now, once you have done this report, you save it. By saving all the profiles, you can now go to the history of the patient, and you get a very nice graph here that represents all the phenomenology of the patient over time, including interventions and medications. As you can see, citalopram was given on this specific date. Now, you will notice down here all the graphs of the phenomenology. In this case, the patient, the doctor here diagnosed the patient as depression and anxiety. So you can see that the patient was initially depressed here, and as you go along, depression and anxiety change over time. If you want to see only one of the graphs, for example, anxiety, you can actually press depression to see the depression and anxiety in order to see only the anxiety changes. So you can break down the phenomenology of the patient over time. In this case, we see that anxiety and depression are increased, and once the patient gets these medications, there is an improvement, and then some oscillation, and the patient improves over time. So this gives you a fairly good intuitive graph of the assessment that the psychiatrist, that the doctor did to the patient. Now, once you give your patient a password and he rates his symptoms on the smartphone, you will get a graph that we don't see here yet, where there is a patient depression and patient anxiety. So once you rate the patient depression, that will be a doctor assessment, doctor depression, and the patient himself will rate his symptoms, and that will be a patient depression or graph that overlaps this graph. So if you and the patient are synchronized in your assessments and the complaints, then you immediately can see it on a visual graph that will overlap, meaning that you have reliably and accurately diagnosed the patient's complaints. Okay, now let's assume that you have not seen the patient for many weeks. You can go to last profile, and in the last profile you can begin to assess the next assessment. Medication, in order to add medication or to stop medication, you have this medication list, add patient medication, and once you add the patient medication, you can actually put in the medications or just print the first initials for the medication. It will come up here. Then you put the frequency and the dosage.